A day I don't celebrate.
Are you a Christian?
Yes.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
So what is the 31st of October known for?
Fall Fest.
Okay. Anything else you can think of?
I mean, Halloween. But
Right. So you don't. Okay.
Well, it's known for Halloween.
Okay.
When you talk about the Reformation, what are you talking about?
Okay, so that's what we're going to get into right now. So what is the 31st of October known for?
Halloween.
Right?
Halloween?
All Hallows Eve.
Halloween.
So like, do you? Okay, so no, you don't.
No, it's a demonic holiday. I don't have anything to do with it.
Little known. Are you a Christian?
Yes.
Little known fact: the Reformation actually preceded Halloween, and it's actually celebrated on the same day, October 31st. And the point of this whole video is to let Christians like yourself and even non-Christians know that there is an alternative to Halloween. I feel like Halloween has kind of overtaken.
Well, so is Christmas
everything.
and everything else.
That's
everything
true.
in America is overtaking everything because we go overboard.
That is true. Yes, excellent point. I wanted to let people be aware of you don't have to. Especially, are you a Christian, ma'am?
I am.
Okay. And so, especially Christians that feel like they don't have an alternative to, to Halloween or whatever is around. It's hey, the Reformation actually came first before Halloween, and it's on the same date. So okay,
No, that's cool.
okay. It happens.
Overshadowed.
Right. People are more interested in it, but for me, I don't. Do you celebrate Halloween?
More or less.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
everyone around me, I just partake in
Gotcha.
social activities.
Yes. And so for me, I don't. And I wanted an alternative to that. And so when I was reading about the Protestant Reformation, I was like, it's on the same day. And so I kind of wanted, other people with, my view who want an alternative to be like, hey, did you know?
There's an option.
So, yes. Are you familiar with the Protestant Reformation?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So do you know that it preceded Halloween?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. Have you ever heard of the Protestant Reformation?
I have not.
So do you know anything about the Reformation? I can give you quick rundown. Martin Luther, back in, I forget what year, back then, was fed up with the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church ruled everybody and everything. And so what he did was he nailed 75 theses on the church door in order to start up a conversation because primarily what they believed was you have to work your way up to get saved, to salvation. And his thing was, well, the Bible does not teach that. And so he wanted to show people that we're saved by grace through faith alone.
Well, it's a combination of all of the above. You cannot get there without some works, and you can't get there without the faith, and
Right.
certainly not without the grace. The whole fact
Exactly.
Jesus came here is His grace offering us a way back to Him.
Yes.
So it's all
Yes.
required.
So that's exactly his point. They stressed works too much, that you couldn't, their thing was with money. You had to pay your way to get to heaven. And so that's what he was trying to, he was trying to reform that and get away from that. And I'm hoping to, kind of talk to some Catholics perhaps here to kind of just shed the light and just show them that, the Bible, no. Works alone, but yes, show me your faith by your works. Are you a Christian?
Yes, I am.
To Christians out there that there are other alternatives, because I have younger kids, maybe you have grandkids or whatever, that still want to kind of dress up, and it's like we have something, the Reformation, so we can dress up for that time period. We can
Yes.
still celebrate that. We don't have to do what the world does, and so I just wanted to bring light to that.
Well, good for you.
Nailed it on the church, and he was put on trial because they were like, okay, you're going against the church, what's going on? So he wanted to
Learned
reform
about that in
everything.
school, believe it or not. Yes.
Really? I'm surprised.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
good. And so pretty much, so what he did was he's like, no, the Bible says saved by grace through faith alone in Jesus Christ. And you don't need works. You don't need any of that. And so definitely the Catholic Church frowned upon that. And so, yeah. Are you a Christian? Or what do you...
Yes.
Yeah?
I don't go to church often because I'm normally asleep. I work nights. But I go when I can, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it was so nice to talk. What was your name?
Marcus.
Marcus Courtney.
ma'am.
Nice to
meet
talk
you.
to you. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for yours.
And what was your question earlier?
I was asking, reform from what?
He started questioning all this stuff, and so he wanted to reform from that and get back to what the Bible actually teaches. and how there is no purgatory, and how we're saved by grace through faith alone. We don't have to work for it. And so that's pretty much what we're celebrating and what we're trying to remember, where the Christian faith stems from and how we're freed from that, from works.
What does that have to do with Halloween?
It doesn't. What I'm asking is that, do you celebrate Halloween?
Yes.
Okay. I guess my thing would be reaching out to those people that don't want to celebrate Halloween, want an alternative to that. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yes.
And I just want also to inform you that it's actually on the same date, October 31st, as Halloween. I feel like Halloween is kind of overtaken, and then people don't know much about another important date that took place for the Protestant, Baptist, whatever, Lutheran churches. So I hope that was educational.
We live in the age of grace, and we
Okay.
live in the age of love, peace to each other, and the Messiah reigns. And somebody wants to celebrate Halloween, it's all good. I choose not to.
Are you a Christian? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I go to a Baptist college.
Baptist Oh, HBU? No.
East Texas Baptist.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard. Okay. Oh, sorry. No, very cool. What sophomore?
Oh, yeah, sophomore.
Oh, very cool. So we're going to be celebrating, just looking back at like really the roots of what we call now, Christianity, Baptist, Lutheran, whatever. And so, we're going to have like a little play if you'd like to take this, or if you think you'll remember, or snap a picture or whatever. Yeah, thank you. We're going to have
Baptist Church. What's the name of your pastor?
Randy Lowe.
Yeah, we've been there before.
Oh, okay. So on Sunday night at 6 p.m. on the 27th, I don't know if you want this to remind you, just telling the
if I had
story.
kids, I'd bring them on. But
Okay.
we don't, and we don't celebrate Halloween.
Oh, it's not Halloween. We're celebrating the Reformation.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we don't do Halloween. We're celebrating. Yeah. So if you'd like to come. So very nice talking to you, ma'am. Thank you. Hope to see you. Okay.
At this time in church history and world history, we're at the end of the age. We don't need to be having
Right.
anything to do with darkness.